is recording. This is recording. We're good to go. Hey folks, and welcome to Covers Done Quick. This is where I take a song and put it onto the handpan in just 1 hour. I'm gonna pick a song at random from this hat and see how we go. It's LGBTQ History Month here in England, so all of these artists are queer artists or icons. Let's see who we get. Today I'm going to be making a cover of, oh yes, Don't Stop Me Now. It's a banger, yeah, right, absolutely. And this series is fun because I take songs that I would never expect to hear on the handpan and do my darned best. So I'll start the timer and let's go. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is listen to it. Such a tune! This song was actually the tidy up song of my little sister's nursery, amongst other accolades. So yeah, it's basically the structure is there's intro, which is kind of a verse. It's kind of verse, chorus, and then there's a whole guitar solo. I got in trouble in my Californication video for not attempting the guitar solo, so I guess I'll have to see how this one pans out. I need another handpan. So I'm just getting to the bit of the tune. I'm floating around in, and I need that F natural, but I don't have it on this handpan. This handpan's only got the notes in E major, so if I was going to play it on this, which makes it sound a lot more regal than intended. Wow, that was a pun, I guess. So I've got to find my F up on here. So when I'm playing with two handpans, I've got to figure out where to put the other one. So far, I only need an F. When I play this main handpan on my lap, it's normally facing the same way, with the highest notes in the front and the lower notes in the back. But depending on how many I need on this one, we'll see where I put it. Fun. So it's got some quite interesting chords in it already. It turns out I'm moving a lot of notes from over here. We've got an E7 chord, so I'm needing a D, and I'm needing a B flat for this chord. No, I don't need that. Oh, what do I need? So I need that F again for this chord. Got a lot of chords going on here. All right. Cheeky. Okay. Ooh. All right. Let's get that melody worked out. sounds so good in that over the C sharp. Oh, it's so cheeky. I've got some. Ooh, can you see this? Can you see this? I've got some chords written down from the piano. Gonna put them there. This is hard. I've done some nice like 4-chord songs before. Darn it, Queen! Why are you difficult to play? Vocal range, famously, so it goes all over the place. It's quite hard to kind of keep your hands around it, get your hands around it. It's so nice though. I really had a total panic just there that I was not going to be able to do this, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm regaining trust. How much time has gone by? Okay, 38 minutes. Okay, alright. Yeah, so chords are a lot easier to work out on the piano because all the notes are there. So you can literally just look online and find chords if you want to start doing your own covers at home. So for a lot of my covers, I kind of have a lot of this kind of like floaty motion. But here I'm only really choosing 1 or 2 notes out of the chord, so it's kind of less important to know what the whole chord is. Because it's got such a driving pulse going through it, I can't be wafting all over it. So I'm just in my right hand just trying to kind of keep this like motion going rather than wafting, because I think that's such an integral part of this song. Energy driving forwards. Okay, so now we get to the problem of tune. I need to get up here. But to do that, so when the note is outside of the range of your handpan, you've got a few options. Completely ignore that and just play it as is. Because an octave is the same note, our ear can change them over and hear them interchangeably. But we also have harmonics on the handpan. And what I'm doing there is I'm actually cutting this note in half, because by putting my finger across half of it, only half of it is resonating. So I'm picking out the exact note, because I want it to go like that. The most reliable way of doing that is with two-handed harmonics. So by cutting off with one finger. But that obviously means that I can't play with the other hand. So the other option, which I'm not very good at yet, is to put one finger, to do this two-fingered action but with one hand. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go for that one. I'm an aspirational player. Hey, if you can't do it, work on it. And stuff coming up in pieces is the best way to motivate yourself to work on it. So hopefully by the end of my working on this piece, I'll be slapping out those one-handed harmonics, not thinking about it. And then yeah, we have it again in Burning Through the Sky. That is a really high bit in his range. Burning through the sky. So it really should be up here. But harmonics on underneath notes, I have not mastered that. I don't know how to do them. If anyone knows, let me know. So for this one, I might just cheat it. I might just cheat it down the option. There's so much going on that hopefully no one will notice. Because we also have this 7th chord, it's E7, which is exciting. So okay, so then we get into the chorus. And that's so nice after all of that, like, raring around, we just settle into the classic F sharp E D. We've got some really, really, really quick chords moving under there. Don't stop me now. With a chord speed that fast, you already are unstoppable. Alright, so it is, in terms of arrangement, so far it's just a case of trying to get the notes under my hands, because there are so many of them and it's all kind of going all over the place. Which is fine. It's just fun. But yeah, I think there's the very slow opening and then there's got to be this much more driving thing going all the way through. So for me, it's going to be a case of trying to not rush. If it gets faster and faster and faster, it's going to spiral out of control. It's just hard. It's great music though. So a lot of it is going to be about kind of coming up with workarounds, because it's moving so quickly. I can't, so for the opening, I can't give you stop me now, all of that, and also the tune. So a lot of it's going to be, you know, I'm kind of guided by what notes are on the top of the instrument. So, for example, you want a G sharp minor, but maybe I can't reach that G under here. Whereas this B and the D sharp are right here. So a lot of implying chords. They go past quite quickly, so we may have to have a lot of implied chords. I need to get like t-shirts made that say, "Don't forget your A is under your handpan." I think that's quite niche. I don't think any people will be interested in that. But I do always need to remember that. This one. And this is it's a really lovely song using a lot of sevenths. And such a high energy thing. This cover's done quick as like a therapy session. I'm like, come on, Rosie, you can do this. I believe in you. It's definitely the hardest song that I've attempted to do in one of these. So it's just a case of kind of staying awake, very, very awake, and working out what's going to come next and moving between two hands. It's a good choice. Whoever suggested it to me, you're an evil genius. So I mentioned the guitar solo. I'm not sure. So that's how the guitar solo goes. So in terms of arrangement, the opening is nice and slow. And then once we get into the, we might just do intro, verse, chorus and see where we're at after that. And also the like, na 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 na. Yeah, it's a lot of the same material going around and around under it. But yeah, it's just kind of a case of organising it and sorting it out. just makes me want to be in a club at the end of the club, everyone with their hands in the air singing. So for me, for my own nostalgic reasons, I'm going to be doing a pretty tight little arrangement. And it's got to end with that bit. And I want everyone's hands in the air, warbling out of tune. So yeah, I think to get the essence of the song, because that's what a cover is really, especially an instrumental cover, it's not doing blow by blow. Sorry guitar solo fans, I think this one might be getting a miss again. Just because it's kind of hard to render, it's harder somehow to render an instrumental bit onto an instrument than the kind of the words and the melody. So I'm just going to have a slow intro, verse, chorus, and I might go straight into na-na-na-na-nas. Sorry, I haven't said loads of technical things here today because it's just been a case of getting it under the hands. But yeah, there's the kind of rubato opening and driving thing. It's such a good song. I want to do it justice. So I'm definitely going to take some time away and try and get a good version of it together where I can actually play the thing without still blearily peering at the chords. But thanks for watching. This was fun. With all these covers, it's always about making that melody line sing out. So trying to keep the chords nice and supportory underneath. And I get to do lots of fun with this handpan, trying to pull out my D natural and my F natural. Interesting technical challenges. It's a good reason to practice your scales. It's all kind of up here. And yeah, these underneath notes always give me a little bit of trouble. So it's quite tough to keep them even out here. It's just kind of relaxing and trying to get your hands nice and chilled out up at the top. So I'm taking it slower than they are, but I still want the beginning section to feel more relaxed. So it's a classic cheat. It's all about contrasts. So I need to make the beginning even slower, even more rubato, so that you can really feel the difference when that more driving thing starts. And that's going to be kind of like digging it out with the hands. But try not to get too excited and go too fast that I can't play the dang thing. Let's see what I can do with that. It's such a sick little solo, isn't it? It does just make it a lot longer structurally. Because I feel like the guitar solo has to go into a chorus. So that means that it would then be intro, verse, chorus, solo, chorus, end. Which is a fine length of structure. I'm just convinced that I can't play all of that correctly right now. If you enjoyed these videos, do give them a like, drop more comments of songs I should do. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna give it a go. comments of songs I should do. I will polish that up. I think I've got a nice like skeleton structure for that now. It's just a case of fleshing it out, going through, trying to get more of the notes right. But I really enjoyed this process. I hope it was useful or interesting to you. If you're going to put together some covers, I'll put down some of the chords that I was using as well if you want to play along at home. And see you all next time. Look at that! Technically just inside of the 1 hour. Whoa, that was tough. Alright, see you. Bye.